What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm Laughing Coyote. This is TWIC, or This Week in Cricket. Yes, that's right. Cricket, not cricket, alright? If you didn't know, well, you know now. So, I swear there's a ghost in here. Why did the lights turn off on their own? Did you see that, by the way? Send help. Send help. There's a ghost in here. I swear. Maybe it's just me. So let's go through some of the things that happened this week in cricket. Game number 8 in the PSL. We did not cover that last time. It's Peshawar Zalmi versus Multan Sultans. Multan Sultans won that game quite comfortably. It was a very poor game from Peshawar, and that's what I mean when I say I love Multan at the moment, because Multan is doing so well at home, and the crowd is even better. The crowd is getting right behind them. It's an amazing atmosphere in Multan, and that's why it's a bit of a shame that they're only playing 3 games. Rawalpindi crowd is really good as well. Karachi crowd is, you know, it's okay. Lahore crowd, I don't blame them, but it's not that great, to be honest. And even the whole stadium's not filled in all the games. It could be because of, you know, their team's performance, but it doesn't really look like a full house when the game is played in the Gaddafi Stadium, Lahore. But hopefully they'll change. Anyways, Peshawar Multan game. Multan won that by 6 wickets, a very comfortable game. Man of the match went to Sohail Tanveer, who took 4 wickets, gave only 13 runs. Haider Ali played really well in that game, 47 of 27. Pick of the batsman there. Rilee Rossouw was pretty good as well as Khushdil Shah. 2 youngsters right there doing really well. I'm very impressed with those 2. I'll talk about them a bit more later in this video. Then after that, we have Islamabad United versus Quetta Gladiators. Now Quetta won that one by 5 wickets, only 2 balls remaining in the game. 187 is what Islamabad scored, 190 in 19.4 overs with a loss of 5 wickets. Man of the match went to Ben Cutting with his amazing innings at the end. You should definitely watch that game if you have not seen it already. Ben Cutting absolutely smashed it. 42 not out of 17 deliveries, and he also got a wicket with a ball to top it off. Colin Ingram played really well in that game, scored 67 of 40 deliveries. Shadab Khan is turning it on with a bat. I mean, he's crap with the ball, to be honest. I don't know what's going on with him, but his batting has been amazing, and I'm loving it. Jason Roy in that one scored a 50 as well. And Sarfraz Ahmed is scoring runs as well. That's good to see. Maybe he's looking to make a comeback. You know, obviously you want to make a comeback into a national team. That's the big stage, the international stage. That's where you want to be. And I suppose that's what he wants, and that's why he's doing really well. Then we go on to Multan Sultans versus Karachi Kings, which Multan won once again, home game for Multan, and they are unstoppable. I am so... they're being done dirty here when they're not playing at home. They're only... this is so unfair to them. This is just not fair to Multan. They are so good at home. Moin Ali was the man of the match as he scored 65 of 42 deliveries and also got a wicket with the ball. So he got the man of the match there. And Karachi was very crap, let's just say. 134 is what they scored in reply to Multan's 186. So yeah, not very good from Karachi there. Then we move on to Peshawar Zalmi's next game, which was against Lahore Qalandars, and I just feel bad at this point for Lahore Qalandars. They lose yet again. They've lost. And Lewis Gregory, who made his PSL debut, got the man of the match. He scored 16 of 8 deliveries. That's not that big of a deal, but it was, remember, it was a 12-over game because of the rain. and he got 4 wickets with the ball, so that's why he got the man of the match. Again, Haider Ali playing really well. Tom Banton turned it on that game as well. 34 of 15 deliveries, 34 of 12 deliveries for Haider Ali, by the way. Samit Patel was very good. Chris Lynn, oh my goodness. Oh, by the way, did you guys see a video of his? I'll show it on the screen right now, where his head is like steaming. That's how hot he was. Dilbar Hussain, by the way, I had never heard of that guy's name, but he got 4 wickets in that game, and he kept it quite economical as well. I mean, in the end, he gave up a few runs, but that was his last over. He bowled a bit poorly. But if you see his first 2 overs, he was so good in those first 2 overs. So that's one for the future as well. Then after that, we have Multan again. Quetta Gladiators against Quetta Gladiators, and Multan wins again. They're unstoppable. They're so good. They're definitely contenders for the PSL. Something amazing happened in that game. We had another 100 in the PSL by Rilee Rossouw. This time it was the fastest 100. 44 deliveries, 100 not out. Very, very, very belligerent and very entertaining innings. Shane Watson in reply played really well as well. 80 runs of 41 deliveries, but it was not enough to beat Multan. Like I said, Multan is just smashing it. They won by 30 runs. Then the Islamabad United versus Peshawar Zalmi match was abandoned due to rain. Now, there's a statistic, I don't know exactly. I think there's like 7 matches has been affected by rain, and 5 out of those 7, Peshawar Zalmi is involved. At this point, I'm convinced Javed Afridi's played the clouds off me. Islamabad played another game in Pindi against Karachi. Karachi won that game by 5 wickets. Islamabad put up 183, the loss of 3 wickets, 187 in reply by Karachi in 18.4 over with the loss of 5 wickets. And Alex Halesey got the man of the match as he scored 52 of 30 deliveries. Luke Ronke, by the way, scored 85 runs of 58 deliveries. And Shadab Khan again smashing it with a bat. 54 not out of 31 deliveries, and not that great figures from anyone with the ball, really. We saw Dale Steyn for the first time in the PSL, which was very good, still clocking it at 90 miles an hour. Very refreshing to see that. Then the last game, so this is it, we're now catching up. Last game, Peshawar Zalmi versus Karachi Kings. Karachi absolutely smashed us. We lost that game, and that puts Peshawar not at the bottom, because remember, we have Lahore Qalandars to thank for that, because they have, you guessed it, 0 points. So thankfully, because of Lahore Qalandars, we're only in 5th place instead of 6th. But yeah, we're not doing too well. Mohammad Amir made a great comeback in that. 4 wickets he got. Shoaib Malik played well, though he got a half ton. And then Babar Azam played really well. 70 of 59 deliveries. Alex Halesey got out on 49 of 27 as well. Yasir Shah played his first game this year's PSL. This year he's playing for Peshawar. He'll finally win a game. Hopefully he will, because at the moment Peshawar's not doing all that well either. Maybe Peshawar was the problem for Lahore. Maybe they'll start winning games now. I don't know, although Lahore has played 3 games and lost all 3. Anyways, the next game is Quetta and Lahore, and I feel so bad for Lahore. I want them to win this game, although Quetta is my second team. You know, us Pushtuns gotta stick together. I'm always rooting for Quetta after Peshawar, obviously. But I wouldn't mind it if Lahore wins. They've played, as you can see on your screen, they've played 3 games, lost all 3, and it's just bad. It's just bad, you know. I mean, I don't know what else to say, really. It's just bad. All right, at the moment, number 1, Multan Sultans, 4 wins, 1 loss, 8 points. Quetta Gladiator right behind him with 6 points. Karachi right behind him with 6 points as well. Islamabad United 5 points, and Peshawar 5 points. And then there is Lahore at the bottom of the table. But then again, can you really spell Lahore without the capital L? I should add a special segment in this for Lahore and call it "Let's Take a Moment and Laugh at Lahore." Now that I've made fun of him, watch Lahore smash Quetta Gladiator in the next match. One can only hope. But I think for Lahore, this next game, Quetta game, is a very important one. I think so. If they can manage to win that one, they can really raise the morale of the team and the fans, really. Like I said, you know, the Lahore fans have been a bit timid, and it's kind of understandable, to be honest, because the whole team is just shit. So it's really a great opportunity because Quetta is a very good side. Remember that, they're number 2 at the moment in the table. And if Lahore can beat them, not only will it help the morale of the players, but also the fans, and I think it'll do them a lot of good. So I think it's a very vital game, tomorrow's game that is, for Lahore, but we'll see how that goes. I mean, for this kid's sake, I hope they win this next game.
मैं लाहौर कलंदर की तरफ कोई नहीं होता हुआ हमारा लाहौर कलंदर को मैं पाकिस्तान की तरफ हूँ जिंदाबाद.
Well, let's talk about some of the youngsters that I've seen, some of the promising players that I can see. One for the future, you know, or 2, 3, 4 for the future. Yeah. So Haider Ali is one of them. I believe he'll be the next Babar Azam. I believe he'll be in the Pakistan national team very soon, and he's going to start smashing it because he's a very solid player and he's very young as well. He's also playing for Pakistan in the under-19, so he has experience playing on the international level as well. Although it's the under-19, I get that, but he's very mature. He's playing really well. He can play T20, he can play ODI, and hopefully he'll adapt to Test as well, which is the hardest form, so that's going to be the most difficult part of this, but I can see him doing it. Oh, by the way, yes, I hurt my finger. I did this, then I realized I'm giving you the finger. I'm not, even though it looks like it, I'm just showing you I hurt my finger. There you go. I hit it with a ball and the nail like cut in half, so it's, anyways, don't worry about it. Then another player from Multan, Khushdil Shah, who already has played. Well, I don't know if he's actually played or not, but he was selected for the national team, so I'll be seeing more of him soon as well, because he's been playing really well as well. Azam Khan is another one who has been playing well, although he has been a bit on and off, so I don't know how well that... I don't know if he's that great of a player, because he has had a couple of very good innings, but then at the same time, he's not that consistent, which is a bit of... To be honest, that's the thing with all Pakistanis. We're not consistent, are we? We score really well in one innings, and then the next innings, we're absolute dog shit. That's been the problem. Except Babar Azam, that's been our biggest problem, you know? Shadab Khan, like I said, smashing it with a bat, although he's not that great with the ball, so I don't know if he'll make a comeback, but I want to see him back in the team as well. He was very good with the ball when he first came, and I hope he finds his groove with the ball again. He has found something special with a bat, though, and that is very interesting to see. Maybe he's putting more hours in the training session in his batting rather than his bowling, so I don't know what's going on there, but he definitely needs to improve his bowling, but he's doing great with his batting. Asim Shah bowled really well for Quetta, so although he is in the test squad as well already, so you can expect him in the ODI and T20 very soon. I mean, if you don't include him in the T20 and ODI after all he's done, not just in the PSL, but also in the test on the international level. I mean, I don't know what's going on with the PCB then. He has to be included in the national team, definitely. So that's one to watch as well. Although we have seen enough of him, we need to bring him, we need to make him a full member of the squad. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me why he's not in the national squad, in all three format, I mean. Now let's move on to the international cricket, women's cricket in particular. T20 World Cup is going on with the women. Last time we left, Pakistan had not played a game yet, so we'll start with that game. West Indies versus Pakistan. Pakistan dominated that game, won by 8 wickets. Very good game. Javeria Khan got them out of the match, 35 of 27 deliveries. Charmaine Campbell from West Indies and Stephanie Taylor played really good innings, 43 for Charmaine, and then Stephanie got 43 as well. And Bisma Maroof got 38, not out of 37. So why did Javeria get the man of the match? I'm not sure. Oh, because it was at a much higher strike rate. Bisma got it at 30 out of 37 deliveries. Javeria got it out of 27 deliveries, so obviously much better figures. Then we have India versus New Zealand. India scored 133 with a loss of 8 wickets. 130 scored by the Kiwis in return, or White Ferns, I think they call the women's team. So India won that one. Shafali Verma, correct me please if I'm saying the names wrong, got 46 of 34 deliveries. Amelia Kerr got 2 wickets for New Zealand, and she also scored 34 runs not out in 19 deliveries. So if New Zealand had won that game, she would have definitely got the man of the match, but Shafali Verma got the man of the match. Sorry, not the man of the match, the player of the match, or the woman of the match instead. I'm so sorry. I will keep messing that up, by the way, because I'm used to saying man of the match, you know, because I usually cover men's matches. Anyways, then next up we have Australia versus Bangladesh. Australia scored 189 with a loss of only 1 wicket. This was an amazing game for Australia, by the way. Alyssa Healy and Beth Mooney, amazing partnership. 83 of 53 for Alyssa Healy. Beth Mooney not out, 81 of 58, and they absolutely dominated. And then Ashley Gardner at the end scored 22 runs of 9 deliveries, not out. They really dominated. Megan Schutt got 3 wickets, gave up 21 runs. Jess Johnson got 2 wickets as well. And Farhana Hoque, I think that's how you say her name, got 36 of 35 deliveries. Not that great of a strike rate. But yeah, that was just the story of the entire game for Bangladesh. It was not going their way. 189, and Bangladesh replied with 103 runs only. So very poor display from Bangladesh, and Alyssa Healy got the man of the match. Then we had South Africa versus Thailand, and it was very dominant again, but that was to be expected, really. It's Thailand, really. I want them to do well. I want them to win a couple of games, but I don't know if they will. Yeah, Lizelle Lee got 101 of 60 deliveries. And Sune Lusa, I'm so sorry if I'm saying them wrong, got 61 not out of 41 deliveries. And yeah, Lizelle got the man of the match, 195. 82 runs only replied by Thailand. And so yeah, they won the shit out of that one, South Africans. Then it was England versus Pakistan. England scored 158. Pakistan, not very good, replied with only 116 all out in 19.4 over. Heather Knight got the man of the match as she scored 62 runs of 47 deliveries. And she was very economical as well. Gave up 13 runs in 2 overs, so that's very good. Although Alia Riaz from Pakistan batted really well as well. 41 of 33. Deliveries. Ayman Anwar got 3 wickets of 30 and gave 30 runs, so that's pretty good as well. Then we have New Zealand versus Bangladesh, a very low scoring game. New Zealand scored 91 all out. Bangladesh replied with 74 all out. So yeah, very good bowling track, I suppose. 4 wickets for Ritu Mooney, 3 for Salma Khatoon, 2 for Ramana Ahmed. No real, great batting displays. You can tell 91, 74. I mean, 25 is the highest someone scored, so individually. So yeah, Haley Jensen got 3 wickets, gave up only 11 runs, and Leigh Kasparek got 3 wickets as well, gave up 23 runs. So I'm assuming, yeah, Haley is the man of the match. Is the player of the match, sorry. And so yeah, New Zealand won that one. Then we have Sri Lanka versus India. India won that by 7 wickets, 113 with a loss of 9 wickets by Sri Lanka in 20 overs, and then India completed that in 14.4 overs, 160 with a loss of only 3 wickets. Player of the match goes to, finally, I didn't say man of the match, goes to Radha Yadav. 4 wickets, 23 runs given. That's very good figures. And Shafali Verma, again, 47, 34 deliveries. She's a very good batter, isn't she? I almost said batsman, by the way. Then it's South Africa versus Pakistan. Again, Pakistan losing this one. Again, a low-scoring match, I guess, bowling track. I mean, the matches are in Australia, right? They usually have good bowling tracks. So 136 by South Africa. Pakistan scored 119 in reply. South Africa won by 17 runs. Laura Wolvard. We'll just leave it at Laura. Got 53 not out of 36 deliveries, got the man of the match. Alia Riaz got 39 not out of 32 deliveries. And that's it. Yeah. Not very good from Pakistan. It's not looking too good for Pakistan at the moment. England and West Indies then went head-to-head. England scored 143. West Indies scored 97 only in reply. All out, England won by a massive 46 runs. Natalie Siver got them out of the match as she scored 57 runs and also gave up only 5 runs in 2 overs. That is very good, very economical. Although Sophie Eccleston got 3 wickets, gave up only 7 runs, so that's worth mentioning as well. And it was Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. Bangladesh scored 91 runs. Sri Lanka replied with 92 with the loss of only 1 wicket in 15.3 overs. Sri Lanka won that one quite comfortably. Shashikala Siriwardene. Am I saying that right? Please correct me if I'm not. I like how I made fun of Trump in the last video, and now I'm mispronouncing all these names. I did give him benefit of the doubt, though. Come on, let's not be unfair to me. She got 4 wickets, gave up only 16 runs, and yeah, the batting figures were not that great. I mean, there's 39 of 45 deliveries. That's not a T20 innings, come on. And there's Hasini Pereira, who got 39 of 53. That's even worse. So yeah, batting, it wasn't a batting trick. As you can tell, it was a very low-scoring game. Then it was Australia versus New Zealand. Very close game. 155 scored by Australia with a loss of 5 wickets. 151 in reply by New Zealand with a loss of 7 wickets. All overs bowled, all 20 overs, and Australia won by only 4 runs. Very close game. Georgia Wareham got them out of the match as she took player of the match, as she took 3 wickets, gave up 17 runs only. Beth Mooney scored another brilliant half-ton, and I think this is the game where Elise Perry got injured and she's out of the tournament. That's a big blow for Australia. But Katie Martin for New Zealand scored 37 not out of 18 deliveries. And yeah, Georgia Wareham player of the match, 3 for 17. That's very good figures. And today, actually, at 11 p.m. Oh, that's later tonight. It's going to be Pakistan versus Thailand. So finally, Pakistan's going to win another game. And then there's West Indies versus South Africa, I think. Yeah. Let's take a look at the groups. Group A, India, Australia, New Zealand, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. Bangladesh with 0 points at the bottom. Sri Lanka with 2 points. In 4th place with 4 points. In 3rd place is New Zealand. 2nd place, 6 points, is Australia. And India at the top, leading from the front. Yet to lose a game. Undefeated, by the way. 4 games, 4 wins. Group B, England, South Africa, West Indies, Pakistan, and Thailand. In that order. England number 1 with 6 points. Tied with South Africa, who's only played 3 games. South Africa is another one of those teams who's undefeated, but they've not played 4 games. They've played 3 games. That's why they're in 2nd place. Tied on points, though, with England. West Indies in 3rd place with 2 points only, and so is Pakistan. Pakistan's in 4th place, but behind on net run rate because they've got 2 points as well. Thailand, 3 games, 3 losses. Thailand is the Lahore Qalandars of this group.
But there is no water.
Move over to international fixtures between men cricket teams. So we've got Sri Lanka versus West Indies. Last time we said that West Indies might make a comeback, and it looked like it would because it was a very tough game the last ODI they played. It was 3 ODI series. Sri Lanka have clean swept West Indies. It was a home series for Sri Lanka, so it makes sense. But yeah, 307 they've lost all their wickets in 307 runs scored by Sri Lanka. They've lost all 10 wickets. West Indies replied with 301 with a loss of 9 wickets. So a good reply from West Indies in the end, just not good enough on the day. Player of the match goes to Angelo Matthews, who got 4 wickets, gave up 59 runs in 10 overs. Shea Hope with a brilliant inning, 72 runs. Sunil Lambers got 60 as well. Nicholas Poon got a half-ton as well. From Sri Lanka's side, only 2 people got half-tons, Kusal Mendes and Dhananjaya De Silva, 55 and 51. And then 44 for Damut Karunaratne, 44 of 54 runs. Alzari Joseph with very good bowling figures, 4 wickets he's taken as well. But Angelo Matthews takes the cake. Wanindu Hasaranga gets the player of the series. And now let's go to the segment I like to call, or well, some of you like to call, licking India's ass. India, bring your ass over here so I can give it a lickety-lick. Tastes like Vindaloo. You know, Given that lick reminds me that that scene from Lion King. I don't know how many of you seen that scene from Lion King. Well, I don't know how many of you've seen that movie Lion King. The scene where Simba and Nala, when they're kids, they want to go out to the elephant graveyard where they're not supposed to go. And Sarabi says, "It's your bath time," and just straight up starts licking him. Now, I know that's how they do it, but it was just such a funny scene. I love that movie, by the way. Easily the greatest movie I've ever seen. That was actually the first time I cried when I saw a movie. Granted, I was like 4 years old when I saw that movie. There's a certain scene in that movie, without giving away too much, where Simba is talking to Mufasa that really made me cry. India versus New Zealand. I predicted India might make a comeback, but I said it was going to be New Zealand who will win. And yeah, the game's actually finished on day 3. That's amazing. You know what? I don't mind games like this at all, because these are very, very good bowling tracks, and I love that. I love seeing that. In today's cricket, it's very rare that you'll see a bowling track, so it's very good to see these bowling tracks. Tim Southee gets the player of the series. Player of the match goes to Kyle Jamieson, though. 5 in the first innings, and also scored 49 runs with the bat. Hanuma Vihari 55, Prithvi Shaw 54. In the first innings, Kyle Jamieson got 5 wickets, Tim Southee got 2 wickets, Tom Latham with a brilliant reply, 52, and then Kyle Jamieson 49 as well. Mohammad Shami had a very good first innings, 4 wickets he's taken, and Jasprit Bumrah, obviously, he's at the moment the greatest bowler, fast bowler, 3 wickets. Then in the second innings, things went south very quickly for India. 124 all out. Cheteshwar Pujara scored 28, and that's the highest run, so you can tell how bad it is. Trent Bolt got 4 wickets, Tim Southee got 3 wickets, Tom Blundell got 55, and then Tom Latham with another half ton. Jasprit Bumrah got 2 wickets, Umesh Yadav got 1. And that is how that game went. Very poor series, a series that India would want to forget. You know, one could even say India got blacked. Because, you know, black caps, you know, New Zealand is black. Oh, whatever. If you get it, you get it. If you don't get it, you don't get it. Also, don't ask me how I know about that. Virat Kohli, who was very poor. Well, actually, let's see how poor he actually was. So, in the first innings, Virat Kohli only managed 3 runs. In the second innings, he couldn't have scored that many either. Yeah, 14 runs only. That is very, very, very poor. Also, why is Rohit Sharma not playing? Isn't Rohit Sharma like the greatest Indian batsman at the moment? What, is he like injured or something? I don't know. But yeah, speaking of India, I heard this other news at the other day. David Warner will be captaining Hyderabad. Speaking of Virat Kohli and having an absolute shit show, well, this happened. Yeah, spirit of the game, my ass. Look, I mean, I'm not going to be hypocritical here. I'm a Pakhtun, and I get very enraged on the field of cricket and off the field as well. As Pakhtuns are just angry all the time, but you're one, you're a superstar. Second, you're the captain. Third, you're on the international level representing your country. You can do better than this, man. Come on. Sunrisers Hyderabad, or whatever that team is called, in the IPL, that is. So if you're a Hyderabad fan, well, there you go. David Warney will be captaining your side. See? I mean, I'm only going to report on the things that are happening. India didn't do so well, so I said India is crap. When India did well, I said India did well. Like, these are just facts. I don't know why you guys get mad.
I object.
Then we have sort of Asian Eastern Region sort of tournament going on, T20. It's called ACC Eastern Region T20, which is being played between Hong Kong, Malaysia, Nepal, Singapore, Thailand, and it's played in Thailand. So that's very good to see some of these teams participating. First game was between Singapore and Thailand. Singapore won that quite comfortably, actually. 139 runs they scored, 96 replied from Thailand. Malaysia and Nepal was the second game. Malaysia won that one at 154 runs. They scored 132 is what they replied with. Malaysia winning by 22 runs. Hong Kong versus Nepal was the third game. Hong Kong winning that quite comfortably. 154 from Hong Kong, 111 in reply from Nepal. Fourth game was Thailand versus Malaysia. Thailand was very poor, 85 runs only. Malaysia scored 86 runs in only 11.5 overs, dominating that game. So those are the games so far being played in that tournament. The next game will be Malaysia, Singapore. So it's good to keep an eye on the minnows as well. Oh, also, as you can tell, this is sort of a new format. I'm doing a lot more detailed oriented stuff. I'm going through each game rather than just saying, you know, Lahore lost or Quetta won. I'm actually going into it and saying this guy scored this. Like, you know, you already saw. So the video will be a bit longer, but do let me know, do you like this format better? Do you like the last format better? All right, and now we're at the end of TWIC, which stands for this week in Kirkuk. So yeah, that's your weekly update of Kirkuk, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a nice